Alright, so it's 9:30, and both stalls are mucked out. Water buckets are clean. Jolly's was pretty empty, but man, was it nasty. I don't think the whole time they were in the stall the past week they washed out those buckets. They just kept filling them up. But anyway, I had cleaned out Jolly's stall last week with maybe 3 wheelbarrows, and then threw down 2 bags of those, what were they, 8 cubic feet shavings? Anyway, so really they don't keep it dry like the pellets do. It's really got mucky wet over here, and she spread them out with her feet, but the pellets seem to keep the ground drier than the shavings do. But so this is her stall, and it's all mucked out, and hopefully they're going to level it out. There's a little hole there and this big hole, and I tried to go as far as I could with my pitchfork. Oh God, here's some crap here. Whatever. Anyway, so it's pretty wet. It'll dry out tonight, but they're going to fill it in, and I'm hoping they'll bring the dirt up to where this concrete is. You know, maybe above the concrete. There's a metal plate down here, but I think the dirt should be above this concrete. That's where it is on that side, but then I don't know, you know. I don't know, but I'm hoping they're just going to fill it up. But for all I know, they're just going to level it out and fill in the hole. But she's only going to be here for another 10 days. So far, thank goodness she hadn't gotten her leg stuck over there. But anyway, so this is her stall. It's all mucked out. Needs to dry. Of course, they're going to put dirt in there tomorrow, but maybe I'll do stalls first. Spell's stall first, because that powder stuff, I didn't muck hers out last week, and anyway, so that powder stuff seems to keep it from getting too wet, but it was a little wet in here. That's where I'd put some hard pellets. But anyway, her stall hadn't been mucked out in 2 weeks, you know, because I know what's his name didn't do it last week. But anyway, I had 5 gray wheelbarrows, 5.5 actually, out of her stall, this gray one, the smaller wheelbarrow. And then I had about 5 out of Jolly's, because I ended up using, I think, 4 out of Jolly's, plus the yellow one, the big yellow one, which is too full. But the trailer, that yellow one I can't dump in that trailer anyway, because that trailer's full from these 2 stalls. Full, that trailer. So, it's a lot of crap. Anyway, this is Spell's stall, and so, you know, I know they're going to level it out. I'm hoping they'll come up higher, but we'll just wait and see. Anyway, Jolly's only going to be here another week, and Spell's won't really hurt her leg over there. I don't think. She's shorter, not as tall, long. But anyway, I put a salt block in for Jolly. I picked up 2 salt blocks at the feed store also. One for Jolly, and Illustrato is supposed to get one from her, so I'm going to go see if he got a salt block from her, because she said she was going to start supplying everybody with salt blocks, but I don't think she's supplying the ones that are being in the pasture paddock. This Spell's salt block I put in here last week, brand new. Doesn't even look like she really touched it. Brand new salt block. I hope she put her in the stall last week. Jolly, I could tell she was in the stall last week, but I think Spell's was in there. She's just not... doesn't seem to touch much of her salt block for some reason. I put it in there last week before they put them in the stalls. And then here's Jolly's new one, new salt block in there, and her old one's pretty much gone. That was from maybe 3 weeks ago. But her bucket wasn't that dirty to worry about wiping out, so she didn't have a bunch of wet pellets in there this time, thank goodness. So anyway, they were in here since Wednesday night, and I guess they let them out Saturday or Sunday to the paddock. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. They may have stayed in Saturday because of weather. They might not have let them out to the paddock until Sunday. But anyway, so hers was pretty full of stuff, considering I got 3 gray wheelbarrows out last week and had 5 this time, and those shavings aren't that bulky. It's heavy as the pellet stuff. Didn't go as far. But anyway, So here's the pellet bedding. 4 bags for each stall. So I'm going to leave them there. And then they can just spread them out and then water them down, because that's the way they do it. With the new dirt, it won't. I didn't want to water them down in there because that old dirt and wet, moist in there. I'd rather put them in a garbage can and water them down like I did, or we get them wet inside the bag. But anyway, there's 2 bags of shavings, so they can put those pellets down and then top it off with some shavings if they want. So, and then I'll just muck out. It's just easier to muck out with these pellets, powdery, but they can top off the pellets with some shavings, you know, just to kind of spread out some shavings in there. So, and the blankets are in here. I guess I'm going to tap off the can and clean it off. I hope they had their blankets on them earlier this week. We spent a lot getting those blankets. Anyway, I'm going to shut this off. That's the bucket all washed out and cleaned. That's Jolly's, and then this is Spells. I'm leaving it over here. There's going to be dirt tossing around, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit away so not a lot of dirt gets inside there when they're spreading the dirt out in there. So I'm leaving it out there. So that's Spells' bucket. It's all cleaned inside out. I've washed it off. So I'm going to shut this thing off. And I do have a sign here that says, blankets for Jolly and Spells, store in rubber trash can, put on when temperature is 45 degrees or below, use only during stall boarding. So there you go, there's a sign. Alright, that's my sign. And the sign for the hay is gone because they ran out of hay, I guess, Friday or Saturday and threw away my sign, which I go to a lot of trouble to make these kind of signs. It was made with paper and tape over it and cut it. Anyway, these for sale signs, I cut them and get 2 or 3 uses out of them. But anyway, I don't know what they did with my hay sign. I'm a little mad. So I'm going to tell Deidre that I saw signs they had for their hay for Katie and Catherine. They got a bunch of hay alfalfa in there for Katie and Catherine, like, looks like 8 bales at least. Katie has 2 horses and Catherine has 1, but I don't know, I guess they both went out of town for the holidays. But they made signs up, like cardboard type signs. So I'm going to tell Deidre she can just put a cardboard sign on that hay for Jolly and Spells. But we keep it over in a different area so they know it's Jolly and Spells, because it's only hay over there in one corner in that room where it's over by the pellets that they feed out on that side. And I told April I was going to pick up 2 bells, but I'll see if Deidre can put a sign on it since my sign seems to have disappeared. It's like, I wish they wouldn't throw away my signs. Alright, so I'm going to shut this thing off. So, just wanted to show you. Okay, I'm going to go see Illustrato real quick and give him some carrots. Okay, it's 9:30, bye.